developed a good reputation for our archery hunts as well as our rifle rut hunts. But you know, the December muzzleloader hunt is probably one of the most overlooked deer hunts in Nebraska.
Yeah, that's a shooter for sure. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous.
That is exciting. Whew. That's what it's all about.
This should be illegal. It's so much fun. Woo. James, that's a pretty nice deer you let walk right there.
Well, you know, the rut just really handed it to me in Nebraska last year, but we had trail cameras of bucks that we had not taken yet. Some of them were outstanding, and I just felt like I had to come back during the muzzleloader season. So I met up with Matt Buckingham from Brion. We got together back there for a muzzleloader hunt, just hoped for some cold weather, because you know how good it can be then.
Oh, those late season food source muzzleloader hunts are some of my absolute favorites.
When they're hot, they're hot.
Heard great things about Gobble and Grunt as an outfitter and about the deer that Nebraska has. I just never had the chance to experience it. And for me, there's only 2 times of the year that I love to deer hunt. I love to hunt during the rut, and I love to hunt during the late season. I think that's your best chance to get a big buck. So yeah, it didn't take me long to figure out that I was heading to Nebraska to do some deer hunting. The neat thing about hunting out here in Nebraska is it's a lot more open country. You tend to see the deer movement, and it just adds to the excitement and to the experience.
I'm excited for my first afternoon hunt. We found a spot where there's trails going about 2 miles out of a creek bottom into a cornfield. We have no idea what's there, just lots of tracks.
We're gonna get this blind heated up here in a minute, but we still got an hour of daylight, I guess. Kind of see what happens.
You know, when you're hunting, conditions are everything. And in Nebraska during the late muzzleloader season, if the weather's horrible, the hunting is fantastic.
Yeah, that's a shooter for sure. As soon as he stops.
Back.
Shoot, I think I missed him. But that's just what I did. I just totally blew that shot. There was no rush. I had all day to make it. It was a good squeeze. It was the right range that I'm sighted into. I have no idea. I have no idea what went wrong. Well, who knows? Maybe that big deer didn't know what happened. He'll come back, but I can't expect a closer shot than that. Oh well, it happens sometimes.
That is a major swing and miss right there. Can you explain or give me an excuse for that one?
Well, you saw it. It wasn't the powder, it wasn't the gun. So what's left? Me. That was all on me.
So now what are you gonna do?
Gotta go find another buck, I guess. You know, on this muzzleloader hunt, I'm using the best equipment. And my powder's Blackhorn 209. I know that's not the problem. So I don't know. I got to eliminate every possible variable. So it's time to go back to the range and see just exactly what went wrong. See if it was the gun, the scope, or me. I ain't taking any bets. Fire in the hole. Thank God for trail cameras. After missing that deer, I know I need to find another one. So I'm gonna go concentrate on a new buck that's been on trail cam day after day at about the same time in the same spot. In December, our trail cam philosophy changes. We'll get a ton of deer coming to feed again. But the deer that are coming out in the daylight hours, the deer that are traveling, those deer that show us a weakness on the trail cam are the ones we'll be focusing on.
The Zone is brought to you by Brion, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools. Thompson Center, Nikon, Blackhorn 209, DLC Covert Trail Cameras, Under Armour, Lethal Human Scent Elimination, and Bill Jordan's Realtree. Family, friends, and the outdoors. This portion of The Zone is brought to you by Gobble and Grunt Outfitters.
You know, in December, we're hunting post-rut deer. They've had a couple of weeks to rest, the weather's turned, they're wore down, and now they need to fill their belly.
Well, the sun's up, but it hasn't got any warmer. I feel like I have an ice cream headache and I can't even talk. Must be 10 below right now. But we had good buck activity. That little guy's sparring here. 7 bucks in mingling around us here and over here and down in here. Just real good morning. Just not a big one yet.
Now this morning is brutal. It's 10 below at least. The morning was tough. We were heading back to the truck. I needed to get warmed up. But as we headed up the hill, wouldn't you know, who did we see standing in the cornfield just looking at us?
That's him. That's him. That's him. Right at the end of the cornfield. He's working that edge. That's gonna come right down this edge. Bale's 140. I'll take it when he gets there. crash down. December muzzleloading in Nebraska. I love this. It's so the most frustrating and the most over-the-top deer hunting is late season muzzleloading, and that's what makes it so great. Yes, that's a beautiful deer. And he came in and was walking over this cornfield, and we just tagged a beautiful, beautiful cornhusker state buck. That is exciting. Whew. That's what it's all about.
Been hunting this particular property for about 10 years now, and I've guided a lot of folks on it and had a lot of fun with deer and turkey on this place. Never did just hit me. I'd never shot a deer here myself. So this morning was really a special morning to get a chance even just to hunt it. 125-yard shot. Couldn't have worked out any better.
No, and a very nice buck for this time of the year. Not
Sure.
broke up or anything.
Yeah, not broke at all.
Beautiful deer.
Yeah. As it all turned out, it just worked out perfect. Never forget it. You know, you don't just grow bucks like we have at Gobble and Grunt by accident. It's a year-round effort. We're there 365 taking care of deer, whether it's trail cams, planting food plots, supplemental feeding in the winter, putting out mineral, all those things that you have to do to grow big deer get done all year round. I love hunting deer, but if I had my choice, I would absolutely positively grow deer for other people rather than shoot them myself. It's really what instills in me the drive and the desire to do what we do every day at Gobble and Grunt. I've known the guys at Brownells for a long time now, but hadn't had a chance to hunt with any of them. So when Matt Buckingham accepted my invitation to come hunt with me at Gobble and Grunt, I was excited.
Late muzzleloader season is pretty much all about cold weather and food. And you know, to hunt the late muzzleloader season effectively, you're gonna have to endure some cold temperatures, and it was cold for us. And honestly, probably not cold enough. You really wanna get some sub-zero temperatures, and that gets those big bucks up on their feet and moving. And if you can find a good food source that they're moving to, and you can get out and endure the cold weather, then you're gonna have some success in the late muzzleloader season.
Well, we had a couple small bucks come through, but no shooters, so we're gonna head back, get warm, maybe have some eggs and bacon, and give it a shot this afternoon.
Matt's seeing a bunch of deer, just not the one he wants to shoot. He's being patient, he's holding out. It's been 4 days now since I missed the big 6x6. I think it's time to put Matt back in that same line.
This is the last evening of our hunt. We're set up in a travel corridor between a bedding area and a feeding area. I've seen a great buck in here, really nice 6x6. Don't know if he's going to show up again today, but I think this gives us our best chance to ambush him. So, last day, last chance to get her done, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get lucky.
And the weather conditions weren't perfect. It was raining, it was a little overcast. We had some coyotes came in and were pushing the deer around. But then the weather broke, the yotes moved out, and actually we had a lot of deer movement. We had 5 small bucks come right by the blind, right in a row. I'd never seen anything like that before. I've seen a lot of young bucks, but I've never seen 5 of them together like that moving. That was pretty cool. And then we caught a little movement to our left, and wouldn't you know it, here came that big deer we were after.
It's a buck. It's a big buck. It's a big buck right there. He's gonna come out right here. He's gonna come out right there.
Closed captioning provided by Bog Pod, the sticks with the red grips. This portion of the zone is brought to you by the Magnum Hunt Club.
We're sitting in the blind and we're staring at probably one of the biggest bucks I've ever had in my sights. And he's just standing there and he won't move. And it seemed like an eternity. It was probably only a few minutes in real time, but we were losing camera light and that deer clearly wasn't gonna move. In fact, we were afraid he was gonna spook.
He's gonna come out right here. He's gonna come out right there.
Yeah, I hit him good. Oh, yes, yes, I got him. He's down right there. He just went down. Oh, whew. Late December, out here with Gobble and Grunt Outfitters. Just a stud, great deer, awesome, awesome hunt. Whew.
Well, here I thought missing that big deer was gonna haunt me forever, but now it's not. I couldn't be more happy, couldn't be more proud. Matt pulled off a perfect shot on that big buck. There's a reason I missed that deer.
It's a buck. It's a buck. It's a big buck. It's a big buck right there.
Right.
Yeah, I hit him good. Oh, yes, yes, I got him. He's down right there. He just went down. Oh. I knew the buck was a good buck when we shot it. You know, we had a real good look at him and we knew he was a shooter right away, a mid-160s kind of deer. As soon as we pulled him out of the cedars though, I think he got even bigger. I was pretty impressed. You know, sometimes you worry about that, or you're gonna walk up on them and they shrink a little bit on the ground, but not this guy. He looked just as big as soon as we pulled him out of the trees.
Great buck. You didn't tell me it was a monster.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh.
How about that one?
Yeah. Nice. Wow, what a deer. It looks like he's got a broken point.
That's fresh.
Fresh, yeah.
That's fresh. That may be in the woods.
Wow, 6x6. What a deer. Wow.
Yeah.
I would say that is probably the biggest deer I've ever shot.
Even in Iowa?
Even in Iowa.
Well,
That
what do you think
is
about
a
Nebraska,
toad.
then?
I tell you what, I'm pleased. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, well,
I heard you guys had great deer out here, but I had no idea. Just a stud. I couldn't ask for more.
congratulations,
Hey,
man.
Gobble and Grunt, that's the place to go, right?
It is, yeah. It is.
Amazing. Well, I tell you, I'm taking a lot of things away from this hunt. First of all, Nebraska has big deer. Newsflash. We saw a lot of deer, a lot of quality deer, very healthy herd out here, and there's some big bucks, just as big as in Iowa. You know, Brownells is a quality company, and we like to associate ourselves with other quality companies, and the Magnum Preferred Outfitters like Gobble and Grunt, are definitely top-notch quality outfitters. My experience here was first class from the start. They had me on deer every day we were out in the stand. They take care of you in a nice, relaxed atmosphere, and just a great experience. I'll definitely be back.
That was a bit of sweet redemption there. You ended up with a really nice buck, but the one you missed and Matt ended up with,
That was a smoker. And the only thing better than shooting a big buck like that yourself is guiding somebody to the biggest deer they've ever taken.
and from somebody from Iowa, that's saying a whole lot.
Yeah, it sure is. As always, thanks for watching. And be sure to tune in next week as Tim and I put you in the zone.
The Zone is brought to you by Firefly, Hunt the Wind, Gobble and Grunt Outfitters, Brownells, OutfittersRating.com, Rax Mineral, and the Magnum Hunt Club. Your adventure is our business.